Back in my day, we didn't need a guy to tell us to buy cards before they skyrocket in price. We knew when they were going to skyrocket in price. We also walked to school, barefoot, 100 miles, in less than 30 minutes. Yeah, our lunch was nails and tar. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, back in my day, we didn't need a guy to tell us what cars that would skyrocket in price. What's going on with ya, big dog? And it is an amazing day for Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope that your day is going phenomenal, but if it isn't, don't let what happened at the beginning of your day ruin the rest of your day. Seriously, do not let what happened at the beginning ruin the rest. With a fast new format approaching with the Dimension 4 set coming out, I'm going to be talking about some cards that you should buy before they skyrocket in price. Now, of course, this is all speculatory, but your boy hits way more than he misses. For example, you remember when your boy told you to buy Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion before it skyrocketed in price? That was me. You remember when your boy told you to buy Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood? We just go keep trying. But one thing I am not going to do is convince the TheCaliEffect faithful to invest in these cards if they need them, because time after time again, I have been proven right way more than I've been proven wrong. And today we're going to be talking about some short-term investments, cards that I expect to go up in price very shortly, as well as some long-term investments, cards that I think will go up in price over the course of time. Without further ado, let's jump on in and start talking about these cards. So, before we get into the first part of this video, I have to say, Konami has been secretly planting devices into our heads to make us think that other decks are going to be stupid powerful. But in essence, they have been planting the plant deck to be one of the best decks of the format. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. The very first thing I want you guys to start looking at are plant support cards. With the new Therion support from Dimension Force, players are really looking at Therion's Lily Borea as not only the potential starter for the deck, but also an avenue to fuel so many plant strategies. I even said it in my meta tier list post Dimension Force that plants are actually on the up and up. And if you want to see, of course, where we rank some of the most popular strategies from the set, go ahead and check out that video. But anyways, on the top of my list, a card that I've been hoarding since, Boomer Cali was young Cali when I started picking up this card, is Melee of the Trees. Melee of the Trees is a very simple monster. It requires 2 level 3 earth monsters and allows you to foolish burial plant monster from your deck to the graveyard, or you can special summon 1 plant monster from your graveyard to your side of the field. Now, you finally see my genius. It has taken about 8 to 9 years, but who's genuinely complaining, especially when I got them for about $1 each? Melee of the Trees is now primed itself to be one of the best cards that you should probably be picking up if you are banking on Therion or plant support. Not only is it fairly easy to summon, it can dump a Therion's monster to your graveyard to start off your Therion plays, or it can special summon a Therion or plant monster to your side of the field. This card's kind of good. And I'm not necessarily done there with plant support type cards. There's actually a card that I really thought was amazing in the Lightning Overdrive set, and because it was plant specific, unfortunately it fell to under $1. That is where we took advantage, ladies and gentlemen. Baglancer, whatever. Bagelhancer. Now I can't stop thinking of bagels. Bagelhancer the Resurgent allows you to bounce an opponent's effect monster on the side of the field, and all you have to do is take damage equal to that monster's attack. That literally is not a cost. We play life points for way less things. Like seriously, if there was a card that said pay half of your life points, draw 2 cards, we'd play 3 of them. We wouldn't care. So in essence, this card just says return 1 monster on the field to your opponent's hand. But Bagelhancer actually goes a little bit further than its effect to be able to disrupt. If it's in your graveyard, you can banish 2 or more link monsters whose link rating equal to 4 to special summon it. This makes this card an excellent piece to keep link climbing into, but also a great card to be able to disrupt your opponent. And with plant support taking off to the roof, you can assume that Bagelhancer will have a place inside of plant type decks. Now, I also don't think that it's a bad idea to pick up your super rare copies of Lone Fire Blossom, even though this is completely diluted and the only real expensive ones will be the champion pack ones. Boy! I remember I got them for $70 each and I thought I was getting ripped off. But an off-theme plant support card is actually going to be Unexpected Die. Unexpected Die allows you to special summon a level 4 or lower normal monster to your side of the field. This is actually a really good card for the Sun Valon strategy. Another side benefit to this is that while Unexpected Die does come as a super rare, which is the current highest rarity, it also comes in common gold rare, like name gold rare. I mean, basically what I'm trying to say is that it does come in other rarities for players that can't afford the super rare copy of Unexpected Die. But for you richer boys, super rare copies of Unexpected Die are a card that you should have already seen going to be a card to skyrocket in price eventually, and right now is probably the perfect time to start picking these up before they go even higher than what they are. Now, I would be a complete fool just to look at the current set of Dimension Force without looking ahead, so here are some cards that I really think are going to skyrocket in price fairly soon, but not necessarily way in the distance. I do think that competitively, the Grand Creator set is probably the best side set that we'll receive if these prophecies do come into fruition. The reason why I'm saying is that both Exo Sisters and the Punk strategy are going to be seen as fairly competitive strategies in the upcoming future because of support from Power of the Elements that is coming up 3 months from now, and the Dimension 4 set that we're getting in about a week and a half. With that being said, it definitely feels like the ship has sailed on the Exo Sister Collector Rare Exceed monsters, but the ship has not sailed on a couple of other cards that you should be looking for in Grand Creators. Take, for example, Punk Foxy Tune is still about a $40–50 price tag, but it's drawing up extremely quick. And to make the situation even weirder, Punk Foxy Tune is probably one of the best cards in the Grand Creator set because it's not restrictive to just the Punk strategy. It's a fairly versatile card that was played inside of other strategies before. Why hasn't this card been more expensive? But if collector rares aren't necessarily your taste, or maybe you're on a budget, I think that all of the Punk Ultra Rare cards are definitely something that you should be picking up. Reason being is that if Punks actually become a tier 1 deck, then of course, the Ultra Rares in the Grand Creator set will be sought after, so pick them up while they're cheaper now, and you really don't have much to lose because the Ultra Rare copies of the cards are fairly cheap. The same thing could be said about all of the Exo Sister Ultra Rare cards as well, and I want to refrain from calling Exo Sister Milka's Milky Mommy because they actually confirmed Sky Striker Ace Ray is 13 years old, so I'm staying away from all of those Yu-Gi-Oh cards. The crazy thing is that people really tried to make fun of Theater Cali when he told you to pick up Alubers when they were 30. They weren't 30 when the video dropped. In actuality, at that point in time, the most expensive Aluber was $20, as evidenced by people in the comment section. They're $20. Why would you buy it for $30 when it's $20? Sometimes while you can predict a good pickup, you necessarily can't predict the price tag. Regardless of how you feel, I stand with Theater Cali, as Aluber Jester of Despia is an excellent pickup, but right now it's even cheaper than what he predicted. Aluber Jester of Despia are about $16 to $18 a copy, and I have to say, if Theater Cali can even portray normal Cali, there's nothing I can do. Or can't do. You know what I mean. Ghost from the Passage genuinely a set that you really should be looking at. Take for example the Tingy Ultra Rare cards. Monsters like Adara and Vashuda have an all-time Ultra Rare copy rarity, yet they are pennies on the dollar. This is easily one of the freest pickups in Ghost from the Past, as when Ghost from the Past stops printing, where will you get your highest rarity copies of Tingies? Thank you, Theater Cali. You know, I really have to get him a mask so you know when he's on and when he's impersonating somebody. And lastly, before I send you guys all off, there is one more thing I have to tell you that you 100% should be picking up. All of the Ghost Rares. It's almost a no-brainer to pick up all of the Ghost Rares from Ghost from the Past 2 if you are a collector, but this goes far beyond collecting. This is art. Players think that Ghost Rares from Ghost from the Past 2 were overprinted, and there's been reported cases of Ghost Rares being printed in every single display pulled. Take full advantage of this while the demand is low. Alright children, show is over. No more free handouts. Back in my day, you had to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and get it out the mud. But if you want to learn about more of Yu-Gi-Oh's rich history, of course, and see more Boomer Cali, you can go ahead and check out this video. And if you want to see more amazing content by other Calis, go ahead and check out this video. For more Master Duel content, go ahead and check out this video right here. Oh, I gotta stop talking. Also, I want you to keep in mind that I will be streaming today, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Master Duel Cali always brings some slaps. But again, I hope you're having an amazing day. Because I don't know how many days I got left, but I might see you on the next one.